Let's meet someone who's built two award-winning, purpose-driven businesses and proved that retail can be a force for good. I'm Kate Sage. The Inspired CEO starts now. Welcome to The Inspired CEO, where each episode we explore the innovative wellness practices that are driving success and longevity in the modern business world. In this episode, we speak with Julie Mathis, who has an award-winning entrepreneurial streak. She's built two purpose-driven businesses from the ground up, from founding Flora Fauna, Australia's largest eco store, to leading Snuggle Hunny with a focus on sustainability and beautiful design. Julie shares her journey and lessons that she's learnt, what drives her, and she's just a force for good. Welcome, Julie.
Hey, it sounds good.
It's such an incredible story, and we connected many years ago. You won the Telstra Business
As did
Awards.
you. Yes. In fact, I got a little notification on my Facebook yesterday with a photo showing from 7 years gap.
2018, yes.
2018, where we got the New South Wales one, and it's the funniest photo. But I was reminded of it yesterday.
Oh, so there you go. Such an important time to be acknowledged, wasn't it? It's that little accolade, just when you feel like, am I doing well? Is this going as planned? And you have your dark days, you get a little award and you go, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Someone just tell me I'm okay.
Someone tell me okay, and that's great. And there was that year, there were 35,000 people that entered.
It's crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And so you've had a lot of different pivots over the years, but tell me about, so growing up a little bit for you, and what got you interested to start an eco-friendly company?
Yeah, so I suppose growing up for me, I grew up in the north of England and in a really, family that just worked hard. So we had very little.
Yeah.
So mum and dad both grew up in post-war England.
Oh, yes.
And so they were very much, you work hard. They both left school at the age of 15 and had to go to work. Didn't have any qualifications. And my dad's a painter and decorator. And I say he is a painter and decorator because he still is. He's now 78 and still works. And I spoke to him the other day and I said, what are you doing this week? And he goes, well, I'm just going to do 3 days of work this week. I'm like, you're 70.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Just 3 days.
Just 3 days. Just 3 days. Part-time, Dad. And Mum initially went off to be a secretary, and then she ended up becoming a milkwoman.
Huh?
So she delivered milk for 20 years. So I grew up with both parents doing very manual jobs.
Yes.
And they did jobs to put a meal on the table.
Yes.
That was their primary reason. There was nothing else flashy. We got toys at Christmas for them.
It wasn't about the culture in the workplace. It was about earning money.
Oh my gosh, it's definitely not about the culture in the workplace, no. And it was about earning money and going, gosh, can we afford to have food? And we ate a lot of frozen food because that was what you could afford and what was available.
Yeah.
So I grew up, I have a sister as well. She's 5 years older than me. I grew up in that environment and parents worked hard. They weren't at home a lot. We didn't have kind of many holidays or days out or any of that sort of stuff. And I very much grew up with them showing me that you've got to work hard.
Yes.
And you build resilience. And especially with my mum as well going, yep. Women work hard too, and she was doing a job that
for showing you that things are equal. If you want them to be, just treat them the same.
Exactly. Treat them the same, and if you want something, you can do it, and you can go and get it.
Yes.
So that's kind of the environment I sort of grew up in, and I was the first in our family to go to uni. So everyone's a bit like, wow, what's going on here?
Yes.
And post-uni started in accounting, did not want to do that. But I quickly exited out of that.
Yes.
And landed in the world of retail. But I think, and I loved working for others.
Yeah, you work for some big organisations.
Big companies, Coles and Woolworths.
Yes.
And consultancies in the UK and private equity. But I always had a bit of an itch And my dad owns his own business, and I suppose I come from a family that's entrepreneurial, if you like. And I knew I wanted to do my own thing, and that, I think, was at some point I just needed to scratch that itch.
And that eco-friendly edge on the business, what made you think of that? Because it was very innovative. You were one of the first, and certainly the largest then too.
Yes. Yeah. No, at the time it was very much, I mean, now it's commonplace, but at the time it was a little bit out there.
Yeah.
And it's always something I've been very passionate about and focused on. So, when I was, how old was I? I think I was like 19 or 20. I did engineering at uni. And
of course you did.
I know.
Yeah. And that's traditionally where the men would go to uni, but I'm going to do engineering.
I'm going to do engineering. And it was 5% of us, 5% women. That was all that did it. Yeah, so you could count us on one hand pretty much. And you did work experience. And I just went, and everyone was going, I'm going to go and work at Europe or whatever. And I just went, I'm going to go to Spain and build solar cookers.
Oh, goodness, that's incredible.
So I took myself off for 6 weeks off to some sustainability, what was it called? Sunseed Desert Technology. And this is a long time ago. But I took myself off there for 6 weeks, and they were completely self-sustainable. So, and it was an amazing place to be, probably a bit hippie-ish. Amazing place to be, and I built solar cookers there. So I kind of always had this, I suppose, internal drive that we can do things better.
Yes.
And I just feel like we have a responsibility. I feel I have a responsibility to do things better, to be better. And within that, I kind of look at things and I go, is this better than a plastic cup? Probably not in all cases, but if it is, then we'll use that. And that's sort of how I approach life.
Yeah, so every decision, you're conscious of those decisions. So it goes from an idea and a passion to being Australia's largest eco-friendly company. So you start, you get a product range, and then what?
And then what? Yeah, exactly. Well, that was pretty much it. I was like, right, I'm going to do this. So I rang around a whole bunch of brands. I created a range plan. I said, these are products that I think we should start. Because at the start, I started it as a cruelty-free beauty store.
Ah, yes, I do remember that.
So, and then we sort of morphed into, or just really extended into being eco-friendly. But it started being a cruelty-free beauty store. And that's because I couldn't find makeup that was obviously cruelty-free. So it started that. So I went, right, these are the brands I want to stock. So I rang up the brands. And at the time, it was more difficult to launch a website.
Yes.
These days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very different.
Stand up one this afternoon. And I phoned them and I said, look, this is who I am and this is what I want to do. And I was actually quite amazed. And then people went, great. Yeah, let's do this. So I got, and especially when I'm doing an online store, where again, these days, and we get stockists contacting us at Snuggle Hunny and they go, I'm launching an online store. And the first thing I want to say is, oh God, are you sure you want to do that? But it's far too common. It's very commonplace now. But at the time I started that, and then we got some stock delivered, and I ordered like 2 units of everything. So it's like, if we sell one, we've got one as backup.
Yeah.
And that was my thinking. Yeah, I've got another one. And then we built the website. Well, I built the website, and it took me, I think, from initial idea, which was in June, we launched in November.
That's incredible. That's pretty quick. Yeah,
I had a full-time job too at the time, and then just launched it. And I look back at the website now, and it's 2014. It was appalling. But it got us going.
And you've since won an e-commerce award too. What was that award that you won?
Oh gosh, we've won a few. We've won small and sustainable retailer. Yeah, we've won a few. We've got most sustainable retailer. I think at one point we won most woke retailer, and I didn't love that award.
Okay,
but yeah, we've got small. I think best small retailer as well. So there's
incredible.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's nice to have the recognition.
Yeah. So you scale that up, and then you get an exit. And what does that process look like? How long did that go for? I'm sure it wasn't stressful at all.
It was not stressful. It was so stressful. It's probably the most stressful thing Tom and I've ever done, actually.
And Tom's your husband. And Tom's my husband, and father of two beautiful boys.
Two amazing little boys. And when I started Flora Fauna, he asked me after about 3 or 4 months, he said, "Do you want me to help you with the books?" And I was like, "That'd be amazing." And then he's just been engulfed.
He's like the COO, isn't he?
He's not the COO. He's like going, "I never wanted to be a COO, Julie." But he's amazing at what he does. And he's got a background of engineering, so it works really well. But yes, we started the process. It was August 2020 when we actually started the process. And in fact, winning the Telstra Business Award, and we got Deloitte Tech Fast 50 as well, I think.
Yeah.
That helped because investors became quite interested in us.
Yes.
And so that helped our thought process in terms of what we wanted to do. And initially, we actually just went out for investment. So we didn't actually want to sell the business to start with. So we went looking for investment because we'd got to the point where we said, okay, we want to go internationally and we want to do more own brand. And both of those things take money. And up until that point, we
bootstrapped it.
We bootstrapped it.
Yeah, amazing.
And every single cent that we got, we invested back in. But we got to the point where we went, actually, we do need funds now. So we went out for investment and we had a few offers and we were just about to go exclusive with one when at the 11th, it's almost like the 11th hour, 11:59, BWX, who owned a competitor, Sukin,
yes,
and Nourish Live, and gosh, a few other beauty brands, they said, hang on, do you want to have a chat with us? And we hadn't gone to any one trade because we'd only gone to private equity. Because we just wanted investment.
Yeah.
And I said, and my initial reaction was absolutely not. You own a competitor? No interest. Because Tom and I wanted to stay in the business and keep running it. And then we worked with Deloitte on selling the business and they said, just have a chat with the CEO, just have a chat with him. So I had a chat with Dave and actually really liked him. And for me, what's really important is people and partnerships. Yeah. And that's very, very important. So I really liked Dave. So I went, okay, we can have another chat. Then we had a few more chats. Anyway, that progressed into they wanted to buy us outright.
Wow.
And that was a big pivot for us to make because that was not what we were initially looking for.
And it was your passion project to begin with. It wasn't something you set up to exit. Yeah.
Correct. It was built out of, it was like I always used to say, you look at the purpose of the business and the values of the business and it's me. That's just me.
I've seen pictures of you at a market stall standing things.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love the markets.
Yeah.
So it was a very stressful process going through to exit. And at any point it can fall over.
Yes.
And I think that's, and quite frankly, when you're going through this process, you have a lot of people rifling through your business. And when your business is, I think it's probably the same for anyone actually, but when your business is so personal, kind of feels a little bit like the rifling through you.
Yeah.
So it was a long process. It took from August through till July the following year, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's 11 months of...
And you're trying to still run it at the same time. I mean, keep focused and not tell anyone. It's all confidential.
Exactly. No one knew, and you can't tell anyone. And and we've still got to run the business and still grow the business. And at that point, we had two little boys because Alfie was just born 3 months earlier. So we were juggling all the things.
Yes, that's intense. And it was. So you exit, but then you buy the business back.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. So, and there's more. So when we sold in July 2021, we stayed in the business actually for the next 6 or 7 months. After a couple of months, actually very quickly, it became apparent that it wasn't going to work. And I think it's difficult for an entrepreneur to go into a very corporate business, and BWX had its own issues.
Yes.
At that point. So, and I just went, okay, we're not
aligned.
We're not aligned. How I want to run it, you want to do it differently. This isn't going to work. So I resigned after 4 months and then exited after 7. And that was that. I was gone. And I had no earn-out, so I went
You just
cleanly.
walk away. Lovely.
Walked away. And then that was, gosh, when was that? February 2022. I knew BWX was in a little bit of trouble, and you could see it from the share price. And then they weren't posting results and da-da-da. And it was about a year later, which is when they went into administration.
Yes.
And then someone contacted me and said, are you interested in buying the business back? And I just went, no. And they said, what about buying it back with us? And I can remember exactly where I was on a run at the time. And I think, this is where you don't make emotional decisions. And I thought, at that point, I just wanted to rescue my baby.
Yes.
And I wanted to bring it back because it was in danger of being shut down completely. And I went, okay, let's do it. Tom was less keen. He was probably being more rational about it. Anyway, so we bought it back with another group. And we were a minority shareholder. And again, it's difficult to be part of something where you're not in control of making the decisions. And I just went, actually, I really don't want to be a minority. I'm either in it and I'm running it, or I'm not in it.
Yes.
I can't be sitting on the sidelines, kind of, and also being a squeaky wheel going, hey, I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea. It's not helpful for them to move on with whatever they want to do. And it definitely wasn't helpful for us. So Tom and I just went, yeah, we should probably not be in this.
Yeah. And so then Snuggle Hunny was born.
So Snuggle Hunny was born. So we acquired Snuggle Hunny, oh my gosh, February 2022. So once I knew that I was going and leaving Flora Fauna, a friend of mine, I knew he was the founder of Snuggle Hunny, and we stopped Snuggle Hunny at Flora Fauna. And he'd spoken to me that he wanted to sell the business.
Yes.
And he'd spoken to me for a few months. And I just went, oh, here's my experience. Here's some thoughts, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, their business was still for sale. And at that point, I knew I was leaving Snuggle Hunny. And I said, okay, talk me through the beginnings, the financials. And he talked to me about it. I went, okay, I think I could do something with this. And I'm not very good at sitting still. Yeah. And so I spoke to one of the investors who put a bid in on Flora Fauna, and I said, look, I know that didn't work, but are you interested in doing this with us?
Oh, amazing. Yes.
And so we bought the business together, Feb 2022. So I left Flora Fauna 28th of Feb, and I started Snuggle Hunny, and then you should have, one learning, I should have had a break.
Should have had a break.
Should have, could have, would have. As I started Snuggle Hunny straight after. And that has been a business that we have, I suppose, transformed, really.
Yes,
from
absolutely.
Where it has been to, oh my gosh, everything. So Tom and I have been engulfed.
Tell people what it is so they...
Yes. Okay. So Snuggle Hunny is a baby brand, and we are known for our prints. We make beautiful baby clothes. We make wraps. We make swaddles from newborn to size 6. And we are known for our prints and our quality. We've got certified organic. That's something we've done.
Yeah.
And we are very well loved. We have an incredibly engaged and passionate community who loves what we do. But yeah, prints and quality are what people know us for.
I hear about it all the time. My sister's about to have a baby.
Oh, really?
So it's talked about.
Oh my gosh, we've got some gorgeous prints coming.
I'm so sad that my kids grew up without it, but hey.
No.
And how did becoming a mother change your perspective on things? Because you've had 2 children during an extremely difficult period. So at the end of the day now, what is your mindset?
Yeah, it's, you know what, I think about this a lot. And I think about it because I also think about my childhood.
Yeah.
And my mum, because she was working, and dad, although he was a few more things, she rarely came to anything that we did. So no plays, no gym.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah, work 6 days a week and 5 days a week. Missed everything.
Missed everything.
Yeah.
But I remember, I don't know about you, but I remember sitting there, and I can remember I played Mary in the nativity play one year, and I remember looking out, and I would have been 7 or so. I remember looking out and thinking, are my mum and dad here? And they weren't. And I was very sad. And that's a core memory for me.
Yes.
And so I have said, no, that's not going to be, no matter how busy I get.
You need to be there for your kids.
I've got to be there for my kids. And I want both of them to go, mum and dad are there.
I love that. So you turn a negative into a positive. And I think you have to have that adversity to see the other side of it to make it right in the next generation.
You do.
Now, looking after your own health and fitness. So you call it 8 marathons. It's 10 marathons. Just because 2 were virtual doesn't mean you didn't run them. And you've got a marathon on this weekend.
Yes.
What else do you do for your health and fitness?
Oh my gosh. Well, actually, great point, because yes, I have a marathon this weekend, Sydney Marathon, super excited. It's just become, for anyone who's a marathon.
Oh yeah, it's a obsessed community. I saw them all running this morning.
So obsessed. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's just, so Sydney's just become an Abbott's World major. So there are now 7 world majors. It's the only one in the Southern Hemisphere. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. I'm super excited to run it. And that's a big part of what I do. In my later years, I was very poor at this when I was younger, stretching. I'd just go out for a run. I'd go, cool, I've done a run. And I could do that. And I would bounce back. Now I'm far more focused on recovery. And also, so that's a big part of what I do now. And actually training properly. I train really well now and taper properly, and don't have a glass of wine before the race. All that sort of important stuff.
You're planning.
I'm planning. But the other thing I'm doing as well is I'm really focused quite a bit more on cognitive health.
Oh, yeah.
As well at the moment.
Amazing.
And I think it's become a lot more, I suppose, apparent for me, particularly as I'm getting older.
Yeah. Perimenopause.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, the whole brain fog happens.
Yes.
I'm like, what day of the week is it? I don't know. So I'm doing a lot more around my cognitive health, lots of omega-3, lots of magnesium, and really
creatine.
Yeah. I'm a creatine junkie. I take that every day.
Yeah.
And really focusing a lot more on what goes in, which is probably something I did not do I definitely did not do in my younger years.
Yes.
But now I've got to feed the engine.
Yes.
Because I'm from a family where we have mental health issues, and we also have dementia and various other things. And so I want to get on the front foot with it as much as I can. And so I'm being more sensible in my older years.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Julie. Incredible entrepreneurial journey, and so much more to come. So if people want to follow you, where do they go?
So LinkedIn's probably the place where I will talk more about work things.
Yeah.
So find me at Julie Mathers on LinkedIn, but I'm also on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
But I normally talk about running on my kids.
Yeah. And Snuggle Hunny.
And Snuggle Hunny, yes, thank you, Kate. Snuggle Hunny. So yes, please come and find us. Huge Instagram following, and also a beautiful Facebook group. So if you are a mum and you want to be part of a very positive Facebook group, it is a beautiful community. I think it's Snuggle Hunny Family on Facebook, and snugglehoneykids.com.au.
Oh, thank you so much, Julie. This is the Inspired CEO, and we'll be right back.